This is the island of Sahrani. The war between the Democratic Republic of Sahrani and the Kingdom of South Sahrani has ended. The aggressive communist regime of the north has been defeated and the island reunited. However, King Joseph III, known as the Liberator, together with his son, Crown Prince Orlando, perished in a helicopter crash a year after reunification. Without his unifying presence, the tension grew between the poor and Republican North and the wealthy South that got the better of the post-war reconstruction. When the king's daughter, Princess Isabella, assumed the throne, the tension turned into a full-blown insurgency. Formed partly by the remnants of the original Northern Army, and partly by the people turned off by the policies of the new queen, the insurgents operate from the northern hills and forests. There are things in the north the Queen's soldiers know nothing about. The military bases of the old communist regime with their dark secrets. To deal with this threat, a group of mercenaries has been brought in on a very special mission.
Down there? Nice lagoons, huh? I wouldn't mind taking advantage of some hot chicks while we're here. Maybe after we deal with this mess.
Try to pick up Her Majesty. She's a sure thing. Blonde, and she also has a nice rack. Path is clear for landing. Father and brother are underground.
Great idea, Tom. So I'll take Tisabella for my wife, reclaim the throne, and then I'll appoint you Minister of Bedroom Affairs.
If she were merely running all over Paris buying some designer rags, everyone would be better off today. When it comes to Sahrani, Orlando had a more executable plan. He wanted to establish a parliament here, but his sister had plans otherwise. She sent the Yankees packing as quickly as she could. By the time the coronation was over, they were practically halfway home. Not a good sign.
Give it a rest, Kurt. You're analyzing this way too much. Blonde just thought she could handle it herself. Now she's barely squeaking by. that's our luck, right? If she had Marines at her disposal, she wouldn't want to dish out cash for military advisors.
She isn't the blonde bimbo you think she is. A half a year after her coronation, she made all the necessary arrangements to consolidate her power. She has the support of the original Southern Confederate Army. And on top of that, she has her own personal guards. They're always proficient, real first-rate guards. Instead of giving the job to them, she gave it to us mercenaries. Let me spell it out for you guys in case you still don't get it. This mission will be a pain in the ass.
Labovsky.
Yes, sir.
You know our agency policy. We are cooperating with the legitimate and internationally recognized government of South Sahrani on missions approved by our headquarters. Many locals understand our language. You get what I'm saying? Kindly leave all of this shit talk behind once we're there. That goes for everyone, not only Kurt.
Where's the welcoming committee? The red carpet, champagne, margaritas?
They probably ran out of champagne, or they forgot to read over the instructions on how to welcome guests properly.
Go inside. Lambovsky, contact the Chancellor for us and report back on the details of our location.
Captain, they want to trick you. Listen real close now. When they take you into the hall for political dignitaries, stay back. You will see a hallway, glass door. Find the bronze bust of Admiral Ramirez, third on the left. The alcove is outside the field of vision of security CCTV. There you will find a message.
What is all this nonsense? God damn.
It's a friend, Wicks. Please get to it. Ramirez, between the shoulders and the pedestal. Please hurry. Get to it before they do.
Alright guys, this is what's up. The insurgents appear to have captured one of the secret communist bases with some kind of biological weapons. We have to get them before they figure out how to use them. It would be too risky to go straight in without good intel. However, one of the Queen's men operating amongst the insurgents has a map of the base. We've got to get to him before the other guys do. don't know what's going on yet, so we'll stick to the plan, but with extreme caution. I don't want to see you get killed because of some stupid mistake.
Oh, God! RPG!
All weapons free. All move to bush at 12 o'clock. Contact. 2. Target man.
3 o'clock. Enemy man at 200 meters.
Man.
1 o'clock. Man at 100 meters.
At 4 o'clock. Enemy man. 100 meters. 3. Engage. Man. 4. Engage. Man. Engaging. 4. Engaging. 2. Engage. Man. At 4 o'clock. Man. 100 meters. I've got him. 6. Target. Man.
10 o'clock. Man at 100 meters.
3. Engage. Man. At 9 o'clock. Enemy. Man. 100 meters. 2. Target. Man. 3. Engaging. I've got him. 5. Engage. Man. 5. Engaging.
Man is history.
4. Negative. 4. Target. Man. 4. Engaging. 4 o'clock. Enemy. Man. At 100 meters. Man. 6. Engaging. I've got him. 2. Engage. Man. 4. Engage. Man. 4 o'clock. Man. At 100 meters. 4 o'clock. Enemy. Man. At 100 meters. 4. Engaging. 2. Engage. Man. At 1 o'clock. Man. 200 meters.
1 o'clock. Man at 200 meters.
2. Target. Man.
12 o'clock. Man at 200 meters.
2. Engage. Man. 6. Negative. 3. Target. Man. I've got him. 2. Target. Man. At 1 o'clock. Enemy. Man. 100 meters.
I've got him.
Kurt, let's try to make it to the cars the pilot was talking about.
Roger. Going after them.
Go to 0, 0, 1, 0. Move to 0, 0, 3. Move to bush at 8 o'clock. Go to 0, 3, 2. Go to 0, call 2. Go to 0, 2, 3. Go to 0, 1, call.
It's a good thing you're here. Madres del mío. They nearly dragged me into the chopper.
Might have been better not to get caught at all. Do you have the coordinates of the base?
Si, senors. I know exactly where the damn base is and even where they're hiding their weapons. I will give you the coordinates, but after that, adios. Once again, I will just be keeping my eyes on things. I'll let you know if they try to escape.
Let's do this. You all know the assignment.
Yes, sir.
Before we move out, there's one thing you guys should know. After we arrived, someone contacted me. His message casts into doubt the legitimacy of the government here. The message is an uncertain matter. It could easily be some sort of provocation. So I decided to honor the contract we have with the Queen and go on with the mission. But don't get fooled. If someone from the Queen's own contingent attempts to give you orders outside of the contract, you are advised not to blindly obey. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Only take orders directly from me. In this mission, Kurt is the leader. Would you like to go alone or use the whole team? It's up to you. Okay, Kurt is the leader in this mission. I will cover you up the hill and watch over your progress.
All are Team Red. All fire at will. "12 o'clock, man, at 100 meters.
I've got it.
'Now the base will be almost empty, and infiltrating it will be a piece of cake.
At 11 o'clock, enemy man at 100 meters. 12 o'clock, enemy man at 100 meters.
I got it.
Nine o'clock, target at 200 meters.
meters.
Oh, target! That. Machine gunner.
Enemy, man, 50 meters. Man, it's history.
3 o'clock, man, at 100 meters. 12 o'clock, man, at 100 meters.
Where are they?
10 o'clock, enemy, man, at 50 meters.
Attention! Alert! Got him!
Go! Under attack!
10 o'clock, enemy, man, at 50 meters.
Where? We're under attack!
Oh, attack, that, man.
I got him.
Over there! Over there!
I can see him move! I can see him move! They're up there!
That's 7 o'clock, man, 50 meters. I got him.
Okay, call the specialist.
So, how's it look? Is everyone dead?
As per our agreement, Chancellor. Mission accomplished. The defenders of the base are either dead or on the run. Your experts can go inside to secure any biological weapons. These are your guys? If they want to take some protective gear, they should hurry up. We hold the base, but this is still foreign territory. The peace will not last.
Securing the weapons is none of your business, goddammit! How is it possible that some of them escaped? You were supposed to shoot all of them, every last one. Where are the dead? We want to see all the bodies right now.
Sir, I just received some info from Pedro's. A UAZ just went through the forest and where he saw 2 men fleeing. Most likely, they're getting away with live cultures.
Did you hear what that spy saw? How could you let them get away? What are you waiting for? Go after them! Quickly, before they're able to escape! Throw grenades at them!
If they're carrying dangerous biological material, a grenade is out of the question. There is a risk that the container would break and the biological material would remain active.
So shoot their gas tanks! Kill them! That's an order, got it? If you want to get paid, you'll immediately take those two guys out! Immediately! Destroy them!
No, this wasn't included in the contract. I will accept new orders only in writing. Go after them, but take them alive. I want to finally know what the hell is really going on here.
Oh, get in! Pick up! Ready to fire!
Surrender! Step out of the vehicle. We will not harm you. Step out of the vehicle.
We are requesting free passage for the rightful successor to the throne, Prince Orlando, who is currently in exile. If you intend to take us captive, we will defend ourselves.
What the hell is he talking about?
Prince Orlando is alive?
Show him to us.
The government of South Serrani is illegitimate. If you are aiding this self-appointed queen, you are committing a crime. We are warning you. Let us go.
It's them! Fire! Kill them! Quickly!
Your Majesty! Get down! Don't move an inch. That is the Crown Prince. Assassination was not part of the contract, Chancellor.
No, in fact, it was not. So kindly don't interest yourself in it too much. You carried out your job in accordance with the contract, and we'll pay you to those terms. But be careful, gentlemen. If you shoot me now, there will be no one to sign the checks. So damn it, think it over.
I am the only rightful heir to the throne, and I will pay twice as much for your protection.
Foxtrot, travel, 2.
Captain!
Kurt, it seems now everything will be up to you.
So many dead. We who have survived now have an even bigger responsibility to the nation. I owe you my life, sir.
Sergeant Lembowski, Your Majesty, military advisor.
I would like to secure your services into the future, Sergeant. I don't know what they led you to believe, but I presume that your agency is interested in working with the legitimate government of South Serrani, even though the real heir to the throne is in exile. My claim is true, but if it is to be officially recognized, the fight is far from over. Here is our Entente, the only army that we have.
It's just that normally, this is not what we would have expected, Your Highness. The Prince amongst this gang of rebels...
The Northern Opposition Movement and I share a similar agenda. I have always been opposed to authoritarian governments like the kind that has propped up my father and sister. For the opposition movement to be successful, it must join forces with me to lend legitimacy to the fight for liberation. The need for reinforcements is obvious to me as well. The palace was taken over by the followers of the new queen. Were I to go public with my claim to the throne without solid military support, those traitors would stop me.
The Queen abused the situation when the whole country was convinced that you perished in an accident.
Isabella abused nothing. She planned the entire thing. The alleged crash was in reality a sabotaged helicopter flight. Our father died, and I escaped only by chance.
Sir, headquarters provided us with clippings from your local paper. There was no speculation about murder. I hate to say it, sir, but your sister must have fixed the investigation.
I'm afraid I've been very naive. It dawned on me only recently that Isabella may have orchestrated the accident, so she could get rid of me. But it's hard for me to believe that she could so cold-bloodedly sacrifice her own father. I know how she admired him. Ironically, she simply stuck to his rules. Father always told us that the real rulers must not let their feelings get in the way of their ambitions. So she didn't let any of her feelings get in the way. After the accident, I contacted the Chancellor, and again, they tried to kill me. Since then, I've been...
So you don't have any supporters left in your palace, Your Majesty?
Those whom I believed in were universally denounced. All the trials were staged.
It's called cleaning up the administration. It's all over the news. This young lady, your sister, she really got into it. There are many accusations of corruption.
Isabella is systematically disposing of the people who have remained loyal to me. They're locked up in concentration camps. Before your arrival, I was planning actions that would lead to their freedom, but the prospects weren't favorable. Now we could finally have a chance to be successful, supposing we can count on you for help.
We are on Saharani by request of the royal family, Your Majesty. Our mission, according to that agreement, is finished, and so we have no other obligation to Miss Isabella. I would say that in light of the recent developments, the original contract will have to be slightly adjusted.
You know what, Kurt? When you state your case to your men, also be sure to tell them this. The members of the Northern Opposition may be my allies, but they are friends of those who you were fighting against before. When we find ourselves in sticky situations on the base, I'll do my part to convince these men that avenging the dead is not the answer. But if your life is to be protected, it will be absolutely necessary to demonstrate your loyalty by deeds of courage and valor. Do we understand each other?
Formation column.
Greetings, I'm Colonel Alvaro Delgado. You must be Wicks. Nice to meet you.
Captain Wicks is dead. I'm Sergeant Lebowski. I am now in command.
Captain Wicks is dead? I'm really sorry to hear that, Sergeant. Accept my sympathies. So many good people were taken by this damn war. I'll pray for him. From what I heard, he was a brave soldier and an honest man.
That's true, but we better get to business. There'll be plenty of time for talking when we get back to base.
Sure. What's the situation, Sergeant?
From the data I have, the camp is well defended. Despite that, I believe we can handle with the guards in the camp. Your task, Colonel, is to give us cover against enemies hiding in the barracks. If we take out the enemy before you, we'll come to your aid. We expect you to do the same.
I understand.
Speed is of the essence. We can't sit around here till lunch. If we don't end this soon, we are sitting ducks for the enemy reinforcements.
There's nothing to wait for, Sergeant. Let's get on with it.
Great.
Move to that rock.
Formation Delta. All, fall back into formation. 10 o'clock. Target, 200 meters.
All prisoners assemble in front of the main barracks. I repeat, all prisoners assemble in front of the main barracks.
At 11 o'clock. Unknown. Target, 200 meters. At 11 o'clock. Target, 200 meters. At 11 o'clock. Unknown. Target, 200 meters. At 11 o'clock. Man, at 100 meters.
Any prisoners
12
attempting
o'clock.
to escape
Enemy
will be
officer
shot.
at 100 meters. 11 o'clock. Unknown.
Any
At 100
prisoners
meters.
attempting to
12
escape will
o'clock.
be shot.
Enemy man at 100 meters.
All prisoners assemble in front of the main barracks. I repeat, all prisoners assemble in front of the main barracks.
$12 o'clock. Man at 100 meters. At 11 o'clock. Man at 200 meters. $1 o'clock. Man at 100 meters. $12 o'clock. Target at 200 meters. All, return to formation. I've got him.
Running away.
3 o'clock. Enemy. Man.
They're running away.
12 o'clock. Enemy man at 100 meters. 11 o'clock. Man at 100 meters.
I've got him.
10 o'clock. Enemy. Man at 200 meters. 1 o'clock. Man at 100 meters.
At 12 o'clock, man. 100 meters. At 12 o'clock. 100 meters. I've got him. Man, it's history.
The camp has been liberated. Please wait in front of the main gates and wait for transport to relocate you to the safe zone. Ready.
Signal the convoy. Fire the flare!
The camp has been liberated. Please wait in front of the main gates and wait for transport to relocate you to the safe zone.
Group C on the move. We'll be with you in a moment.
Okay, men. We move to the spot before the gate and wait for the trucks.
All return to formation.
The convoy has arrived. Make your way onto the transport vehicles. Repeat, the convoy has arrived. Please make your way onto the transport vehicles.
Everybody get on the trucks. Move it. The reinforcements will be here any minute.
2, 3, 4, board. That. You're all.
Move it. The reinforcements will be here any minute. Civilians are on board.
This is where we split up. I wish you luck, Sergeant.
And to you, Colonel.
Shocking! My sister was always uncompromising, but I never expected such cruelty. These are innocent people, Kurt, not criminals. Their only crime was their loyalty.
Sir, we're actually lucky that things ended up the way they did. We found sealed orders here for the camp commander. He was to shoot all of the prisoners if someone discovered the camp. The Queen wanted to wipe out any trace of it. Luckily, the attack was so fast they were not able to do it.
What else was written in that document? Do you have a map? We knew that there were 2 camps, but we couldn't locate the position of the remaining camp.
Here's the map and the coordinates.
Just great. You know what's going to happen now, Kurt? I would bet they were able to warn them. As we speak, the commander of the second camp is sitting at his desk and is opening the same envelope with the same confidential orders. Possibly he has already read it through. Maybe he made himself useful and passed out shovels to prisoners so they could dig their own graves.
I'll call my men, Your Majesty.
We will meet inside. Every minute counts.
This is the convoy leader. We are waiting for your signal.
2, disembark.
Roger. 2, waiting.
2, disembark.
Roger.
2, gunner, get in. Pick up.
Roger. 2, ready.
Okay, you may proceed with the convoy into the camp. Approach the pass. Be careful. Stop the
12 o'clock. Enemy man at 100 meters.
Stop the convoy.
I got him. I got him.
Okay, you may proceed with the convoy into the camp.
At 11 o'clock. Enemy man at 100 meters. 12 o'clock. Man at 100 meters.
Convoy leader to the mercenary commander. We stopped the convoy at safe distance from the camp. We are waiting for your decision which group of prisoners to load first.
We can see the camp.
12 o'clock. Man at 100 meters. 3, 4, 5. Disembark.
I got him. Man is history. I got him. Man is history. 3, waiting. 4, waiting. 5, ready.
Three, 4, 5. Get in. Pick up.
Roger. 3, waiting. 5, waiting.
4, ready. Forward. Fast. Left, fast. Left, fast. Left, fast. Halt. Reverse. Halt. Three, disembark.
Roger. 3, ready.
3, board. Pick up.
Roger. 3, waiting.
At 11 o'clock. Man at 100 meters. 3, 4, 5. Disembark.
Roger. 3, waiting. 4, ready.
All, fall back into formation.
Roger.
12 o'clock, man, at 100 meters.
Holy shit! Bastards are starting to shoot the prisoners. Waste them all! The guards have been eliminated. You can start loading the prisoners. Load the prisoners working in the lumber mill.
3, 4, 5. Return to formation. Three, 4, 5. Board. Back. Pick up.
We have loaded the prisoners at the lumber mill. There are still prisoners in the camp.
Load the prisoners in the camp.
Three, 4, 5. Embark.
12 o'clock, enemy, man, at 100 meters. 3, ready.
1 o'clock. Enemy man at 100 meters.
I got him. Man, it's history.
Three, 4, 5. Fall back into formation.
Man, it's history.
2 o'clock. Man at 50 meters.
12 o'clock, enemy, man,
Holy shit! The bastards are starting to shoot the prisoners. Waste them all!
12 o'clock. Enemy man at 50 meters.
Holy shit! The bastards are starting to shoot the prisoners. Waste them all!
1 o'clock. Man at 50 meters.
Holy shit! The bastards...
1 o'clock. Enemy man at 50 meters.
Holy shit! The bastards are starting to shoot the prisoners. Waste them all! The guards have been eliminated. You can start loading the prisoners.
Three, 4, 5. Board. Back. Pick up.
Let's get out of here.
Take the prisoners to Eponia.
Convoy leader to the mercenary commander. Hostile units approaching the camp along the road.
Calm down. We can handle it.
Convoy leader to the mercenary commander. We have information the South is sending in fighters. You must hurry.
Stop the convoy.
All disembark.
3, waiting. 2, waiting. 4, ready.
2, 3, fall back into formation.
5, ready.
2 o'clock, enemy machine gunner at 100 meters. 12 o'clock, UAZ at 100 meters. 12 o'clock, Ural at 100 meters. One o'clock, enemy man at 100 meters. All get in. Pick up.
Take the prisoner, step on in.
Raul Gonzalez? Here?
Your Majesty. So it is true. You are alive. I never stopped believing.
So I get it. Loyalty until the grave. During every live broadcast from the palace, I could see the intense inner struggle you battled while acting as press secretary for Isabella.
It seemed reasonable, to a certain extent, to hold on to my position. Being an official spokesman, I had access to all kinds of information. I thought that should you one day lay claim to the throne, it would benefit you to have someone in such a position. It isn't necessary to infiltrate the palace if I am already in it. I tried my best not to awaken any suspicion. Never did I stop being faithful to you, my lord.
I am sorry, Your Majesty, but it is absolutely necessary for us to immediately liberate the camp. Every moment, Isabella's liquidation unit...
Sure. You're right, Kurt. Let's go. Well, Raul, it's impossible not to see how your trickery failed you. After all, when all is said and done, you awoke their suspicions and you ended up in the prison.
Captured me yesterday. I knew that I was taking a risk, but it was necessary. I received information that Isabella was going to use foreign military advisors, and then it occurred to me that she was going after you, Your Majesty. If she wanted to kill anyone else, she would have simply sent her guards. So I wrote a message for the commander, and I hid it in Ramirez.
You mean at the deceased Admiral Ramirez?
Yep. Nicely under him. Under the bust.
That was you?
I contacted your captain on walkie-talkie, so obviously they must have located it. Within an hour, they captured me. I told them that I was innocent and I was afraid to use the phone. but they weren't having it at all. I guess I just wasn't convincing enough.
You weren't convincing enough, Raoul. I always thought that you could convince anyone of anything.
But Your Majesty.
Don't give me that "but your majesty." I know your qualities, Raoul, and I intend to use them to my advantage. As long as I didn't have any military support, I had to stay in hiding. But now is the time to inform the people about my existence. Enter publicly. I believe that many of those who are now on Isabella's side would join us. And this is precisely the job for you, to organize a publicity stunt.
Great strategy, Your Majesty. I can handle planning it. The execution is going to be interesting now that we are enemies of the state, right? Let's go on the air. I know of one suitable place, a broadcast station. I will organize for a direct broadcast, but the red carpet will not be rolled out there to welcome us. You can be sure about that.
The way I see it, sir, is the only way to get in will be to shoot our way through.
Military Consultants, Commander. Reporting to His Highness.
At ease, soldier. We need you to clear the way to the TV studio. We have a car ready for you that will take you east of the studio. Be right behind you.
Team White, go to 161. All board. That, you're all.
Here we are. The TV studio is due west.
All disembark. 2, 3, 4. Fall back into formation. All fall back into formation. $12 o'clock. Man at 100 meters.
meters.
Meters. 12 o'clock, man, at 50 meters. $10 o'clock, enemy, man, at 50 meters. 7 o'clock, enemy, man, at 50 meters. I've got it!
Okay, you can bring in the prints. The area is secured.
You accomplished the mission, Kurt. Thanks to you and your people, we have an opportunity to make a serious breakthrough. But now you must keep everyone outside.
That's an order, sir.
I should hang a sign on the door. Do not enter. Recording. But surely you'll remember that.
When the prince starts his TV address, we must make...
4, waiting. 5, ready.
Two, go to, building, at 5 o'clock. 3, go to, building, at 2 o'clock.
Moving on.
4, go to, building, at 4 o'clock. 5, move to, building, at 12 o'clock.
3, ready. 4, ready.
Oh, danger!
5, ready.
2, 3, go to, building, at 6 o'clock. 12 o'clock, unknown, man, at 200 meters. 12 o'clock, man, at 200 meters. 12 o'clock, enemy, machine gun, 200 meters. 12 o'clock, enemy, man, at 200 meters. O'clock, man, at 200 meters. 200 2, go to building at 6 o'clock. 4, move to building at 9 o'clock. 5, go to building at 9 o'clock.
God damn it, the northeastern wall is fell. 3th floor exposed now.
Enemy man at 200 meters. 12 o'clock. Enemy man at 100 meters. I've got him! 12 o'clock. Enemy man at 200 meters. 1 out of ammo.
Prince's address will end soon. The enemy is making one last desperate attempt to interrupt it. We must push them back.
At 11 o'clock, man at 100 meters. 12 o'clock, enemy man at 100 meters.
Man is history.
10 o'clock, enemy man at 100 meters. All stand up. 12 o'clock, man at 100 meters. 12 o'clock, machine gunner at 50 meters. 2 o'clock, man at 100 meters.
12 o'clock, enemy, man at 100 meters. 12 o'clock, man at 100 meters. 12 o'clock, man at 100 meters.
12 o'clock, man at 100 meters. 2 o'clock, target at 200 meters. 12 o'clock, enemy machine gunner at 100 meters.
Oh, damn. Incoming mobile units with heavy machine guns. Where the hell are our reinforcements?
Enemy, four-wheel drive, 200 meters. 12 o'clock, unknown, man, 200 meters.
12 o'clock, enemy, man, 200 meters. 12 o'clock, man, 200 meters.
Man is history. Man is history. Keep ammo low.
12 o'clock, forward drive, 200 meters.
Keep out of ammo.
12 o'clock, man, 200 meters. 12 o'clock, enemy, man, 200 meters. 1 out of ammo.
3 out of ammo.
1 out of ammo. 1 out of ammo.
4-wheel drive, 200 meters.
The area around the studio is secured. We can go now.
I am grateful to the people of Sahrani for their support. Now when this self-appointed queen announces her resignation, I intend to assume the throne that is rightfully mine. My goal is to bring peace and stability, to create a liberal constitution, and to lead this great nation towards renewal and prosperity.
Bravo! His Majesty is a talented public speaker. This is the most important talent for a king, the ability to inspire his people.
I'd expect that the most important thing for a king would be to fulfill his promises to his people.
But those are just details. Our prince knows very well that totalitarian regimes have economically disastrous results. He'll not allow any police state here.
We were just listening to a speech by His Highness, the Crown Prince Orlando, and now a summary of the news. Supporters of the self-appointed Queen Isabella, who barricaded themselves in the south wing of the royal palace, surrendered this afternoon after a minor skirmish. The Queen is henceforth missing. Military experts agree that she is currently still in hiding somewhere in Sahrani, although her personal guards have dispersed and no longer constitute a threat. All over the country, spontaneous demonstrations are erupting in support for the Crown Prince.
And so it is. A happy ending live from Sahrani. The prince will return to the palace with everyone behind him. And what about you guys? I hope that you will stay on as our guests. In Sahrani, there is much better things to do than fight. Great beaches, great girls.
We thank you for the invitation, sir. But unfortunately, we have our orders. His Majesty considers our work to be finished here, so we're taking our leave of the island. We fly out tomorrow at noon on our direct flight.
In that case, I wish you a pleasant journey. It's too bad you'll not get to know Sahrani's good side. You've helped us out immensely here. The prince knows how to be grateful, but of course you already know that.
I am really curious about what kind of seat I will have. If it'll be a window or an aisle seat or the one next to dear Isabella.
Yeah, you're right. She's guaranteed to get away. I bet she's searching for a hat and a pair of big shades right now. Maybe even
Nice
a fake
observation, guys. But it'd be better if you kept it to yourselves. There are negotiations underway. The prince just went off to a nearby, undisclosed location where he is meeting with the queen. Both are without military entourage. This was her condition. In exchange for compensation and free passage, Isabella is willing to give up all claims to the throne and leave the island.
But sir, is the prince seriously going to let her get away with all that she's done?
Yes, he will accept the deal in order to prevent a massacre. They both know the queen is in a no-win situation, but if she were to face a judge, the fight would continue until the bitter end. For the crime of regicide, she could expect nothing less than having her head chopped off.
So, are we actually finished here? Are we free to go, sir?
It seems that way.
Great!
Wait!
Prince, I have been informed. You understand I have my sources.
Yeah? What have you been informed of?
Some suspicious recruitment. That is to say, my informant saw a military convoy pointed sort of in the direction of where the king had that meeting.
Are you trying to suggest that this is a trap? That the prince is in danger?
Actually, it isn't absolutely certain. The informant of mine, naturally, isn't a soldier. She couldn't just walk up to them and start asking, "Where are you going," right? I'm sure you understand.
I spoke with the prince before he left for that summit. He explicitly told me that our coalition has ended. There is no desire for any further resistance.
That very well could be true. The prince believes that everything is under control, but consequently I wanted to warn him by a radio, but I couldn't get through. Someone is jamming the signal. Doesn't it seem odd to you? After all, maybe you could check it out. But unofficially, what do you say?
Apparently unofficially. We know all about that.
Yes, unofficially. It contradicts the orders that the prince gave you, and I'll admit that up front. Furthermore, I don't have the financial resources to ensure your services. Supposing you have at least something of a conscience, I believe that you'll simply not brush this.
You're right, Gonzalez. I don't like this one bit. The prince has already underestimated his sister several times.
May I say something, sir?
Let's hear it, Tom.
As long as the prince and the queen settled on meeting without an entourage, we could very well jeopardize the prince's plans if we unexpectedly show up there. Isabella might see that as him breaking his word. She'd start shooting, and if worst comes to worst, we'd be blamed for that.
My thoughts exactly, Tom. The prince isn't an idiot, after all. He didn't take us with him because we would look out of place. But surely he has his own soldiers who can be disguised as locals. Certainly he has his own plan, and we'd ruin it by mixing in with his own troops.
Maybe we have it all wrong. The prince convinced everyone, including Mr. Gonzalez, that he is really stepping into a trap. But in fact, he's luring out his sister so he can bump her off. And his hunch was right to leave us out of it. He knows that assassinations for hire are not exactly thrilling to us.
A nasty scam, but I wouldn't mind that much if I got an opportunity to bump her off. That blonde deserves everything that's coming to her and more. Even if she vows 1,000 times to go off to Timbuktu, a smart man wouldn't trust the witch. Especially if she'd attempted to take him out 3 times.
You think that you wouldn't mind? Have you gone crazy? This is tough business. Without a contract, we have no guarantee of anything. If we let our guard down now, they can stitch together God knows what. And what a great scandal that would be. Our best option now is to close our eyes and let the prince have free rein. They have to get even with each other, and if possible, without us in the way.
Now, if we try to find the prince tonight, I don't think that anyone will shower us with praises. Still, it's my decision and my duty. Gonzalez, find out the details for us. And you guys prepare for the journey. We're going to save the prince.
We just learned that a military platoon deployed from Bagango, southward. Most likely that is who we are waiting for. It follows the main road to Corazol, but it is sure not to go that far. It will leave the road somewhere. If you want to do something, now's the time. May God be with you. Roger. We'll do our best. Signing off. This is our show. The Resistance has no units in this area. We are on our own.
Amateurs. What horrible organization.
Oh, get in. Pick up.
Roger. 2 ready. 4 ready. 3 waiting. 5 waiting.
O'clock. Enemy. Forward drive. 100 meters.
Four-wheel drive. 100 meters.
Cease fire. Fire. Target. Forward drive. 1, 9, 12 o'clock. Man. 100 meters. Target. Man. 1, 8. Ceasefire. Fire.
They're retreating, cowards.
Ceasefire.
We're not out of the woods yet. Now we have to deal with the other platoon.
Man is history. 12 o'clock. Man at 100 meters.
Oh, disembark.
Roger.
12 o'clock. Machine gunner. 100 meters. 12 o'clock. Man. 100 meters.
4 ready. 5 waiting. Officer is history.
1 o'clock, unknown. Truck at ceasefire. 1 o'clock, unknown. Truck at 200 meters. To fire. 12 o'clock. Enemy. Forward drive at 100 meters. 3, 4, 5. Disembark. 12 o'clock. Enemy. Man at 200 meters. 12 o'clock. Man at 200 meters.
Enemy officer, 200 meters.
Machine gunner at 200 meters. Three, 4, 5, board, back, pick up.
Finally found out what the friends of the imposter is. It's a big farm west of Everon, at the intersection of 2 dirt roads. It used to be a beautiful place before the war.
Then let's go have a picnic.
Fire! At 11 o'clock, enemy man at 100 meters. 10 o'clock, enemy man at 200 meters. Three, 4, 5, disembark.
Roger. I've got him. I've got him. Full, out of ammo.
3 o'clock, man at 200 meters.
I've got him. 3, waiting. Full, ready. 4 o'clock, enemy, man, 200 meters.
3, 2, 4, return to formation.
Roger. Enemy, AT soldier, at 100 meters. 12 o'clock, enemy, at 100 meters.
10 o'clock, officer at 100 meters. 10 o'clock, enemy man at 100 meters.
Ready.
I have news about where the Queen might be heading to. She was probably already informed that her men didn't manage to bump you off, Your Majesty. She is headed for the airport.
So when all is said and done, she'll try to get out of the country. She still doesn't believe that I am willing to use force against her, even though she is my sister. Unfortunately, my patience has just run out. Considering what Isabella has done, she has lost any inkling of my respect. She must not leave Sahrani alive.
I've got a message that the princess just left. She's got a helicopter waiting for her somewhere in the south, so she's likely heading there.
The Queen's car just passed me in full speed. Black Hammer is going through Khorasan. Queen's car is coming along the coast of Bahia Khorasan.
Ceasefire! Fire! Target! Humvee! 1-4! Fire! Ceasefire! Fire! Ceasefire! Fire! Ceasefire! Fire! Ceasefire! Fire!
So it seems to me that we can go. It's a gratifying feeling to have accomplished our work, right?
Yeah, and that one too.
I want to thank you, Kurt. This country has a new lease on life, and it turned out well thanks to you. I will be forever grateful.
It's great that you're looking forward, Your Majesty, when no one cares to dwell on the past. The Queen is dead, And as they say in these moments,
Yeah, I know. They say, long live the king.